Hi ho, I'm Igroglaz, and today I'll tell you how to get to level 77 zone in Bart Idol. It's super important to be able to burn your ballots, because at starting with zone 50 you can make a concert. The problem is that when you make a concert, all your progress reset, and the most important thing, your books and progress of the books resets also. To be able to preserve your progress, you should try, before you make a first concert, do not do it right on. You should try to get to zone 75, because at zone 75 you would be able to burn your ballots, and with this um, unbearable manuscripts, reference to Bulgakov, that manuscripts they not burn. So by this unburnable manuscripts, you'll be able to preserve your books. Yeah. So that's why you want to reach zone 75, and if you manage to do zone 75, it's worth to reach zone 77, because it's just two more zones to be able to get a new mod, Candy God. So how to get there? In my past two guides I told actually the way, in short, that you should go with a beast. So my main hero, it's a beast orc, but you could also go with a beast human, because of orc and human race they got gourmet talent, which gives +3 to strength, but it's not the biggest bonus. So heroes with gourmet, they got additional stuff, a lot of different stuff. So for example, onion in the soup, if you would have onion, it would double your parameters. And also gourmet has bonus to, one second, yeah, here 5x cheese effect and some others. So it's important to have for your beast, orc or human, and also beast with the X, because X weapon has bonus from every lumberjack. So each lumberjack which you have in your team, you get a bonus to your X damage. That's why it's your best choice. You should make team like I have right now. You should try to get it. So in this team we have, let's sort by class. You need one thief. I have some more, but it's alright to have more thieves, because they grab caravans, so it's not a waste. But yeah, I would prefer only one thief, but it's alright to have several. The good thing that they stay in front, as you could see, and most of them, they are undeads. And it's important to have undead heroes, and because they can tank. You need a lot of tanks before your main DPS. So my main DPS, it's Beast, yeah, and you see he stays really behind, while on the front I have different, most of them rogues, assassins, one lumberjack, so they quite randomly. Some people they prefer to have knights, but actually it's not really important to have knights. Because if you do not have special card which put knight ahead, you could just have any heroes, just they should be before your main DPS. That's it. And the best thing if they are undeads, because undeads they're supreme tank. So any hero, any undead hero, he would be very good as a tank if he stay up front. So you need a thief or several thieves, one priest, because priest give us blessing. Yeah, some bandits, again I use them because they help to grab caravans, and I just try to get some undeads, of course. Then lumberjacks to get bonus. So I would prefer to get more lumberjacks instead of these thieves, of course. So the more lumberjacks you have, the biggest damage bonus you have. Then Master of Candle, it's your exclusive hero. He give you periodically cast blessings, so that's why you like him, and also effects of blessings doubled, so it's another reason. Some assassins, again, they just tank stuff, and they you see he is undead, so it's good. It's just not perfect. I would say my team is not perfect, but it's what I have. Our main DPS and some dark priests. So actually that's it. So I would prefer to have more lumberjacks, of course, but I have what I have. So with this team, it's important to have position of your main DPS behind your heroes. The easiest way to complete it is to hire this hero, beast orc or human orc with an X, beast orc or beast human with X, just one of the first heroes. So if you would hire, last time he stayed there, so they move from time to time randomly. So anyway, so if you hire heroes when you just start your run, and at the start you get this hero with very high probability, it's what you need. So if it's like first or second or third heroes, it's very good because he would stay behind. It's the first thing. Of course, you want to give your hero some onyx gems to boost his base damage dice, and also, of course, to increase his scaling for strength. I wasn't really lucky in this run to get gems because you see I grabbed 43 caravans, and I didn't almost, only 2 gems I got from it, and they were rubbish. So this wasn't really good run in terms of gems. You see I have some bad gems from other heroes, but it's alright. Of course you want to try to get initiative, accuracy, all these additional parameters which you could get from ballots. So considering ballots, you want to get, of course, eating soups automatically, 75% chance not to die while eating. This is super helpful to tank. If you do not get soups automatically and 75% chance not to die while eating, it's worth reset until you would get it. So if you start your run and you didn't get soup automatically and chance not to die, just reset and start again. Also, it's worth trying to get dark hand immediately. So if one or second hand isn't dark hand, progress hand, it's kind of also nice thing, but important thing is dark hand. Without dark hand you wouldn't be able to tank at high levels because it's resurrecting your heroes. But progress hand, it's also helpful because you see I have quite long-term run, so it gives me 4000% damage, additional damage. So yeah, it's better to roll progress hand and dark hand as your first 2 hands. If you didn't manage to do it, just go again. Next, what we want, yeah, accuracy, additional accuracy, it's always a nice thing to have. You see, there are some really rubbish stuff, like all these golden flows, or bonus to hit points. We do not want any hit points actually. We do not tank with them. Next, 1+1 initiative to all heroes, it's important. Onyx gems plus 10 basic damage, it's important. Then it's super important to get ballot line 50% chance to automatically pick up cheese. Yeah, because you want to have spice, cheese falling during eating. This way you would get huge bonus to cheese. Yeah, so, or this heroes with gourmet skill 5x time cheese effect. So if you want to get this thing to automatically pick up cheese, you could do it manually, but it's really a dull thing to do. Yeah, a lot of rubbish again, so it's not really good run, I'll say. Not perfect, but still some useful stuff we have here. Yeah, this one important thing to get plus 10 damage bonus from axes instead of plus 4. It's a good thing. X3 hero damage. It's also critical thing to have. I have some additional damage from fire, and it works for me because I had the devil card. It's not too big damage, but it's better than nothing. Yeah, again, I wasn't lucky to get cards. As I play free to play, I kinda limited in rolling, so my card's not really good. But still, it's worked. It's worked, as you see. Yeah, and that's it actually. That's it. Fourth chapter, I have just the only useful thing. It's fire damage increased by 40% for each priest, and it includes our dark priests. Next thing, it's your soup. Soup is super important thing, one of the most important things. So you should roll. It's critical to have chocolate because it gives us endless buffs. You see all these buffs, they kind of have mad duration, and without it, it's kind of not possible to go. So chocolate obligatory. Then it's nice to have onion for your gourmet skill buff, kind of also critical thing, and cheese. So cheese would fall during eating. Also kiwi. Kiwi, it's another important thing. So these four things: chocolate, onion, cheese, and kiwi. It's what you need. All other stuff, it's kind of obligatory. And then your hands. The best setup, it's one dark hand and two progress hands. But I didn't manage to roll progress hand. I have artistic. It's all right, but it's kind of useless. So this artistic hand, it gives you almost nothing. So you could just have anything instead of it. So important thing, it's dark hand and progress hand. Better two progress hands. Yeah, and with this setup you could roll. You could run. You could make up to 77. The only thing is that you need this Book of Novice to level it up like to 42 level. I have it here, and it's enough. But actually, you could even have a bit less to go with it. And you see, I didn't make any concert yet, so it's kind of I would make today my first concert to get together with you folks. You see, and actually you could get even further. The only problem for me that I loot so much caravans, like 43 caravans, that king troops start searching me. What it means? It means that I often, instead of regular monsters, I meet white knights, and they have quite high damage, high health. Not damage. Damage it's not really important, but high health, and it slowed down a lot because I need to spend huge amount of soup. So right now I have only 100 soup, and 100 soup, it's not enough to, yeah, I could tank for infinity, endlessly I could tank. The only problem is soup. So when soup ends, I can't tank anymore because of this 75% protection and other buffs for soup. So you kind of limited by soup amount a lot. So one of my mistakes, so I grabbed too much caravans, and that's why I a bit stuck. I hoped when I grabbed caravans, I hoped to get some more gems, but it was all for nothing because I didn't get gems in caravans. So, but anyway, yeah, you could get some ballots, additional ballots. When you do this thing, you just go to the map, and here, instead of going to the highest level, you farm. So I start mainly at zone 40, and at zone 40 I go. By the way, there is a life hack: you could eat soup to speed up your restoring your health here at your camp. Then go, you spend some soup, so you have some right now less soup, but you could go again to the camp and you would restore your soup immediately. So this way you could heal much faster. This nice life hack. So yeah, you, and then you just farm. You could farm a few times. See, it's zone 40, and at this zone, when you have event for rabbits, for example, you can get plenty of gold, because rabbits give you nice gold, and also even these monsters, they give you nice gold, because most of the gold you get it from cunning. Yeah, some from chest, of course. Yeah, these rabbits, so you could get a nice amount of gold from them. And yeah, you grab caravans, and caravans, for example, this amulet of the beast, very useful thing to help you pass high levels. So yeah, grabbing caravans, it's useful, but the problem is that these guys, these white knights, they become a problem later on. So let's go back to our level 77. Let's go there. Maybe we would meet some white knights, so you would understand how they look. So you see, there is a kind of different ways. If you do not have such perfect setup, it's not a perfect, but yeah, okay, it's, if you do not have such okayish setup and you are lazy to roll it, what I could say, you could just level up your Book of the Novice a lot. So if you would level up it up full, or a bit more, at least like 75%, you would have so huge damage that you would be able to, it was even a very bad team, you would be able to get to zone 77. So this Book of Novice, it's really give you huge buffs later on. So it's kind of another thing what to do. So I want to make a concert, but before concert we want to burn ballots. Let's do it together. Before, so I would save just in case. So I recommend you also make saves in such important things. Let's burn. So we burn ballots. It's my first time when I'm doing it. That's why I want to show it to you how it's going. Okay, yeah, we burned our ballots. We, by the way, at 77 zone. Oh, I thought 77 zone would give us a new thing. But no, nothing. Seems nothing. Okay, still. Let's start a new run. Yeah, priest undead, it's a good thing, but I think, yeah. Okay, let's start priest undead. I get achievement. And yeah, what I want to look here, it's section where we could select unburnable manuscripts, so we could save certain stuff which we would need later on. So for example, what I want, I know what I want: beast. So I want to remember beast. I do not have too much, by the way, and that's it. Okay, but you could forget it, you see. If I would forget it, what would happen? Nothing would happen. That's why, you see, I thought it can be restored. That's why I said that you should save before doing such things. Yeah, you see. So if we would burn it, I thought that we would have possibility to save more stuff. But it's alright, okay. Let's choose a hero again. Get our achievement. So, can I, by the way, learn something? No. When you burn ballots, all the feathers destroyed. Okay. So here we could choose what to remember. We could upgrade the book. It's fun. So to decide what to save, we should look here how much does it cost. And I do not know how much does it cost. It's important decision because next time when I get to this unburnable to level 75, it's really hard to get there. So I think what I should save. Dark priests, it's important thing to say, but you see it's not too much. By the way, we could another thing what we could do, we could remove seals with this unburnable stuff. Let's take a look, maybe some good seals. Yeah, this one, Priest of Light. Each card give us courage, but the problem is that it would be destroyed. So as I am planning to make a concert, we need to choose something to store. Okay, I thought a bit and I understood this system. So the idea is that you need now, after you made your first burning, there are some critical stuff which you want to preserve. All these cheap books, you do not need to preserve them, but you need to preserve stuff like Arsenal, because it's quite important one. Then book of Novice, because it's also cheap to remember it, and it gives you a lot of buffs, and it's very costly. Hieromancy, it's good book, because it's also give you important thing. After you would reset, you would need Hieromancy. This hand would help you to progress. And also Dark Priest, which is quite costly, but it's also helps to progress. So after you would after you would save all this stuff, then you should make your concert. So what I'm going to do now, I spent 500 of seals on opening Priest of Light because it's important character. It gives us special thing, courage, which increase our damage. And with it, I think it should also we would increase level of Book of the Novice, so it will be easier for us to get to level 75. So I would make runs to level 75 now and burn stuff to be able to preserve like Dark Priest, Hieromancy, Priest of Light. I'm not sure because it's quite costly. Yeah, Arsenal because it's cheap. So some of the stuff, Book of Novice, yeah, some of the stuff I would make to preserve, and only after this I would make my concert, which would reset everything except these books, which we would save by unburnable manuscripts. So I just made yet another similar setup. So I was lucky to get proper hands, proper soups, onion, chocolate, kiwi cheese, all the lines which we need. By the way, I wasn't lucky at first to get eating soup automatically, so I managed to get it only at Ballad chapter 3. When you have possibility to get random line from first chapter, so I was lucky to get it finally. And what I want to say, important thing, that past time I had caravan robbers squad, so I had a lot of bandits and thieves. This time I have only one thief, and that's it, and it gives me possibility to trade, you see, to trade with caravans. And it's actually a very good thing because you could spend these mithril coins, which is quite easy to farm, 20,000 for like 30 minutes or even more, even for new player, because there is a level which give you possibility to get these coins from chests with javelers. Yeah. So what you could do, you could just buy these gems. So you order gems which you need, and next time you would see caravan, you would buy it. And this way it's super easy to boost your DPS. So you see right now, let's sort. Right now I have like boom, boom. So it's really easy to boost your DPS with caravans. In the past I mainly made caravan robbers, but actually if you want to push further, to push to high level, it's better not to take robbers, but take regular team and trade with caravans. This way, also these things also useful for us. This way you could push and farm till zone 77, 75 to get all these manuscripts as fast as you could. I already bought Arsenal and Book of Navies. Even if you do not have it fully opened, you could already like store it. It's all right. So my plan to go for Dark Priest, for Hieromancy, maybe I'll take Beast, something like this, or Lumberjacks, and that's it. And then I'll make my concert. And considering Candy God, which we got, I figured out what is it. So you go in Candy House, and here you would find this nice god. So the thing is that when each time when you roll, for example, when you roll and spend your candies on rolls, you put your candies into this god, and when it would fill totally, like to 100%, you would be able to get a lot of different gifts. That's it. So it's kind of a cool thing. So for example, there would be a token which cost 50 candies and some other nice things. So it's like nice cashback bonus for spending candies. And I forgot to tell you about dog. So of course, to be able to push to 75 level, you need dog pet. So all other pets, they're not so useful for pushing. So with this strength and constitution for humans and orcs X7, it gives you possibility to push to 75. Without this pet, it's not possible. So if you got other pet, just farm arenas or farm mithril coins or something else. So for example, yeah, you could go for goblin run, for other different stuff. Eventually you would get the dog. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this video would help you. Please subscribe at my channel. I make videos in best idle games. Have a good day. Hope to see your comments. Bye bye.